How to have a good day.
How to have a good day. How to have a good day.
How to set yourself up for success. Well, so we're back.
We are.
Why are we always in the same place?
Because my house is nice and yours is not.
Okay. Not really.
Well, it's just convenient.
Yeah.
It seems like we were just talking a second ago.
It does. Yeah, it feels like that, doesn't it? Well, I think today we were going to talk about how to set yourself up for success, setting your day up, your time up for success. What we found is that as we've retired and we've had our own thing, there's good things that come with that, right? You can do whatever you want, whenever you want. There's really no agenda, but there's also some challenges, right?
That is the challenge. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to do anything. You can sleep in until noon and you can go to bed at 6 p.m. No one's going to stand over you saying you got to get up and do this, that, and the other. But what I have found is having a morning routine is critical, and we've talked a little bit about our morning routine. But in order to have a good morning routine, you got to have a good evening routine. It actually starts the night before.
Yeah. I get a reminder on my phone.
To what? Go to
sleep?
sleep?
No, that it's time to set up for bed.
Oh.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I got a reminder too. And what are the kinds of things you do to get ready for bed?
Well, you just kind of do your bed routine, right? And then I usually kind of just wind down and relax a little bit with something. I usually check my crypto.
Of course.
Does that work? Does that qualify?
I'm not sure that qualifies. Yeah, I think you want to stop watching TV. That's one of the things, because you want to reduce the stimulation, especially if you're having trouble sleeping. These are good bedtime routines. I like to do a little journaling. What have I learned from the day? Maybe make a list of the things you want to get done tomorrow that are going to be a priority, because your day's kind of fresh in your mind.
I usually look through my calendar,
Yeah.
see what's going to happen
That's
next
a good
day,
idea.
especially tomorrow, the next morning.
Yeah.
And I try to program in those morning times the things that I feel like I want to do and I want to prioritize, like exercise or whatever it is that I want to do, go to the gym.
Because there's nothing worse than getting woken up at 7:30, realizing you got an 8 o'clock a.m. appointment. You only got 30 minutes, you got to jump in the shower and you're rushing around, and you feel like the whole day is kind of off because you weren't really ready to get started.
Yeah.
So if you check your calendar the night before, you're ready for what's going to happen.
Mentally, you're prepared for it. I found myself at times setting myself up for the next day, and then I get up a little earlier without the alarm, and I'm more prepared. I kind of know what's coming, so I've already kind of mentally prepared for that.
Yeah, that's one of the fun things for sure about working for myself or being semi-retired. I can get up without an alarm clock. I try not to set appointments super early, so 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, that's kind of when my official meetings kind of start. That way I'm not rushing around first thing in the morning. I can start out nice and slow. I might do even a little meditation before I go to sleep at night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
I got a whole thing, buddy. You don't have any idea.
I know there's times that, because we spend some time together in Colorado and here, times when I'll go down and see if Ken's up and about around 10, 11 o'clock, and he's just getting into his morning routine, and I know he's gotten a little bit of a late start. Of course, that's one of the advantages of being an entrepreneur, working for yourself.
That's right.
But he prioritizes his morning routine to help him get set up.
Yeah.
So he just does that morning routine, whatever it is that he gets.
But I like the idea of checking your calendar the night before, knowing what's coming at you. That's really important. And then setting yourself up for success by making a list of the 3 or 4 things that you're going to accomplish the next day, so that you're clear, your intentions are clear when you get up and when you start your day. You know what you're going to do first, second, and third. You're not sort of trying to figure it out, foggy-headed. What am I going to do now?
One of the things that I've used is a focus journal, like a planner, where you could write down the night before. You could write down the 2 or 3 things you really want to do the next day, whether they're in the morning, in the middle of the day, whatever. And then you have this kind of task list, and when the tasks are done, you're done. You can do whatever you want, kind of thing. And you know what it is you want to accomplish. Because you can find yourself going through the day, and at the end of the day, you feel like, man, what did I do today?
Yeah, for sure. And we talked about that a little bit too, as knowing also if you lay out those 3 things that you're going to do, when those 3 things are done, you've had a successful day. So you can feel good about maybe turning off the light in the office and taking a break, being with the family, taking the wife out for dinner, whatever that might look for you in the evenings, that, spending time with the close relationships you have around you, and you can prioritize those knowing that you've accomplished what you set out to accomplish.
So let us know in the chat, what it is that you do the night before or the day of or whatever to prepare for a good day.
Yeah.
We're talking about really that night before time frame, but the idea is it's all kind of set yourself up for success for that next day.
Brothers Bistro.
Out.